Hello everyone. My part of this presentation is to tell you a little bit about what mentoring is and what it isn't, and to try to give you some expectation setting of what's supposed to be happening between the mentors and the mentees. As you can see, it says support, help, guidance, assistance, and so on. One of the big things about mentoring in this program is it's a volunteer thing. So for all of the mentors who are doing this, we're very grateful. For the mentees who are looking to mentor, you already know that they may have more than one mentor. For this, or mentor may already have more than one mentee. For this program, we do request and expect that the mentees will be driving that contact. It is not the mentor's responsibility in order to make the meetings up and to make the arrangements and so on. So please take that in hand and accept that responsibility from the outset, just because of the way the setup is and the ratios and whatnot. Your mentors will be very professional, very experienced professional people who are very busy. Following up on this, let me just go to the next slide, which did I break it already? Can I get you to go to the next slide for me? I'll have you stand over there. Okay, so the next thing to think about what mentoring is and what it isn't. Specifically as to what it is, it was already mentioned by Tony. It's a very experienced person lending their expertise to someone who isn't very experienced. They can achieve with you a myriad of different goals that perhaps you cannot achieve on your own because you just don't have direction and whatnot. That's what we're talking about, engendering within that person the ability to do whatever it is that they need to get done. And that is why we would really like to ask that your mentoring and your relationship with your mentee and mentor, whichever side you're on, is goal-oriented, as opposed to you just kind of meet for a coffee every now and then. We would like to actually be able to see some measurable results. If you want to get a promotion, we'd like to see you working on a plan to get there and actually going through that in your meetings and monitoring and taking action points and moving ahead with that plan. If your goal is to become better skilled at something, actually having to look at places where you can demonstrate that you've tackled that. Put that skill on your CV so that way you've improved and you can actually show it to someone else if you want to get that next role or whatever. Because this is a program that is a professional program. So in there, when you do your goal mentoring sessions, there are sections for what is your goal. Please let us know that it's happening because we are responsible to show that this mentoring program is worth something to the board at the end of the day. And so if you give us that information, then we can actually make a greater case for this is actually helping people and that it's really a great thing. So the other thing that you'll have in there are some action points. What have you agreed to do? And then some things about did you actually attain them and where are you headed? It's not a very difficult thing, but please do send this in. Not only for your PDUs mentors, but also to ensure that we're gathering that data that we can use and that to actually show us that it's a worthwhile thing to be doing for you. Not done? So I know you're really quick happy. The next thing about mentoring though, and this is a bit of a, this is something that I picked up at the University of Melbourne because I'm part of their mentoring program as well. When we talk about mentoring is about mentors who are very experienced helping mentees who might not be as experienced. There's also another way to define what mentoring is, and that's by saying what it is not. Mentoring is, especially in this context, a professional relationship. If you want to cross those boundaries and speak in a non-professional manner, that's going to come with time and how your relationship works out with your mentor or mentee. It's not a therapy session. They don't need to know everything about your childhood. It really is supposed to be professional. And in that viewpoint, and not to say that we've had any disasters or anything like that, but it has been brought up in other mentoring cases, please remember, you're building a network. It's a professional thing. We're trying to attain a high quality in that field. Don't choke your tracky dackies, or whatever it is that Aussie saying is. Okay? And now I think we can go to the next slide. Okay, so when we talked about the mentoring sessions, I've already spoken a little bit about what that sheet is that you're going to be turning in. This is essentially what it has on it. And you supply a high-level plan, review the plan and agree on refinements, action points, and then underneath how you tackled them. Okay, I think that the underlying message for here is that you're supposed to communicate openly with tact, as we've already discussed. Try to coach your mentee in order to do what it is that they need to do. Remember, it's their lives. At the end of the day, you can lead a horse to water. Don't try to force them to drink. It will ruin your relationship with them. And please do record and have fun with it. I hope you enjoy your program as much as we have putting it together for you. Thank you very much.